Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday episode of Analysis and Reviews. My name is Dan, and we're doing Maiden again. So, of course, I have to invite my co-host with me, my friend Pascal. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm. It's a tough weekend, but we're going to get through it. There, it's a busy weekend. Let's just say that. Very rock and roll. But looking forward to doing this one here in a good and bad way. We've joked around regarding this album. So, which album are we doing today from Maiden?
What's it called again? It's the X Factor
There you
from 1994, I believe.
go. 95 actually it was recorded in 94
Okay.
and 95. So, yeah, we're going to be doing we've been doing all these Maiden album reviews and analysis out of order, which is actually works fine with me there. And Pascal chose the X Factor on our last Maiden episode, and I almost jumped through the screen to strangle him, but in a joking way. But before we get into that, let's just go through the specs here. This album was released in 1995, produced by Steve Harris and Nigel Green on EMI Records. The Players, Blaze Bayley on vocals. So this would be the first Blaze Bayley album when Bruce left. Dave Murray on guitars, Yannick Gers on guitars, Steve Harris on bass, and Nico McBrain on drums. So this was the version that you saw in the stores, which is actually pretty lame album cover if you ask me there, but I do we'll talk about the album cover later on. I think I love the album art more than the album itself. This really looks scary when you listen to the album I find it's very boring, but whatever. So, let's go song by song and then do our rating like we usually do, and then give our total, and we'll talk about the bonus tracks, talk about the feel of the album and the artwork and blah 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 after that. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right. Anything you want to add before we start, or
Well, just maybe I'll be looking at my notes a bit more than usual on this one because
Mhm.
there's quite a few songs I can never get in my head there. But
Yes. I'll add to that when we get to certain songs there. So all right, so let's start off with song 1, Sign of the Cross. And since you're my guest, you can start us off, my friend.
Sign of the Cross, yeah, that's one of the ones that I was always able to kind of
To-
remember.
Tolerate?
Well, remember, tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give everything away here, but
Yeah.
this when it came out was not, let's say, not my favorite Iron Maiden album. It was kind of a surprise. Um, but yeah, this song, if it was half the time it is in as it is, it's 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Uh, as it is, I find a 5 or 6 minute songs would have sufficed. It would have been good enough to begin with. I find in the middle of the song, they just put riffs together, instrumental riffs together, just to make it longer. Um, as with many songs on this album, boring intro, boring outro. That's a recurring theme for me on this album. A lot of intros that don't lead anywhere, a lot of outros that repeat what was at the beginning, but really doesn't
Hmm.
give anything to the song. So yeah, cut this one in half, cut off all the bloat, and you'd have something pretty good here. My rating is 4 out of 10 for this one.
Okay. All right. I gave it an 8. It's always been one of my favorites, actually. From You are absolutely right about it being too long, but not at the same place. Me, It's the beginning that annoys me. You know, when the monk starts singing, it's all fine and dandy. It should not have been an opening track for an album
Mhm.
like that. It takes, I think I timed it as like a good minute and 40 until the song starts. that to me is where you lose. I find that's where there's way too much wasted time is at the beginning. You know, oh, I absolutely love the middle part where you said where there's a mix, but the da 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 da. Da. I think that part is brilliant, not for musically, but for time wise. If ever, guys, you're listening to that song, just do da 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 da. Follow along. You'll go off beat, and then you'll go back to the beat, and it's. I mean, I salute them for that. I don't really think they use click tracks in that band at all in the studio. It shows.
Not on that album.
What's that?
Certainly not on that album.
No, but that part is apparently it's one of the more difficult songs to play live, and I've seen them train wreck it live too when one speaker doesn't work or someone's inner monitor. Um, I will always remember this is back when I was with my friend Yan and Mark from Loeb. We went to buy our tickets to go down south for the NFL, a game we went to, and I had bought that album at the same time. And I remember our friend Mark Carney going, "What is up with that guy's range?" Just for the beginning part.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have more comments on that later on. But to me, this is actually one of the better songs. Yeah, I'm giving it an 8, and you gave it a 4.
Yeah, I would have liked it better if it was shorter,
Yeah,
basically.
but for me,
It drags on.
the long part, boring part is at the beginning because I do
Yeah.
like the middle part. So
Yeah. Well, yes, a minute and a half of it
monks
could have been,
and
yeah, they could have let go of that and you would have had a finer song by my
yeah.
standards.
So all right, next up, Lord of the Flies.
So, Lord of the Flies, that to me is a generic filler song. Uh, it's the kind of song where you're waiting for a chorus, a good chorus. It's like it's begging the song for a good chorus. It never comes, and as a result, this song never lifts up. And to me, it's it's not all bad, but it's certainly a drag. To me, it's a 3 out of 10.
Okay, so for that one, I gave it a 6. There's one part in that song that I really like. I don't like the da 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 da. The beginning. I
Yeah.
don't like the sound of the guitar, but I do love the bass. And when the bass, do 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 do, then Steve goes jing 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 jing, like that part. That's the only part I like. I love. Sorry, that I love about the song. Then it goes into another key I find for um the verse. The chorus is okay. It's like it's never been one of my favorites. It's like you. I just found it to be there,
Hmm.
but nothing great about it. Nothing. I wouldn't say bad about it, but nothing great. There's a lot of worse stuff coming up there, and I'll be really. But yeah, I gave that one a 6 for me. So a 6 and a 3 for Lord of the Flies. Next up, the first leadoff single, if I remember correctly, Man on the Edge.
Yeah, I think it was. Um, yeah, that's the first time I feel a pulse on this album, personally. Uh, it's your standard kind of speedy Maiden song that they usually use as a first single,
Yeah,
usually as an opening track.
to an
Uh,
album. Yeah.
yeah, for an album. I wouldn't say it's a genius song, but it's good. I give it a 6 out of 10. I find they could have made it a bit better with better arrangements. It seems to be kind of plain. One thing I noticed throughout the album is there's usually never any backup vocals. They keep everything super simple. Sometimes they could have, just put a bit more on a song to make it more interesting. And I find like for this one, when they do falling down, they could have had background vocals or something to make it more
Gotcha.
interesting. But as it is, 6 out of 10 for this one.
Six. Okay. Well, this to me is one of the better songs on the album. I gave it an 8. Are you like me, where the bit, because you mentioned something about the guitars? I think it was in Fear of the Dark, where it was missing some chunkiness or
I
distortion.
was gonna mention it at some point. Yeah,
Same thing. I think it's even worse in this album, right?
it is worse.
But
Yep.
the drums are probably the best sounding drums of
I
any
like
Maiden album, almost, I would say.
I like the drums, but yeah, the guitar, the bass overpowers the guitar by
Yeah,
a lot on this album. And yeah, the guitars are kind of wimpy, I find.
yeah.
And sometimes it's to the detriment of the songs. Sometimes the songs would benefit from crunchier guitars.
More distortion at least, or like
Yeah,
something like Power Slave sounding.
yeah,
But I still like the song. I gave it an 8.
yeah. I like it. I like
Um,
I said, I don't find it's anything uh completely wow.
I
They've done
remember
this kind of song before, and
I
but
remember when you first saw the video. I guess me and our buddy Steph were at Loeb. Then you came up into the lunchroom, I guess, to start your shift, and you had just seen the Man on the Edge. You go, I just saw the new Maiden album song, and you're like, and we're like, how is it? He goes, not good, and we're like, oh, okay. So I guess you haven't changed your idea since then, which is he's consistent, folks. So an
well,
8.
what did I say? Did I say at the time that I hated it or?
It wasn't great, or
Okay.
it wasn't
No,
like I was
I
like,
still give it a
eh.
passing mark, 6 out of 10. So
Yeah. I think you
I
like it more
like
now
it.
than you did at the time, maybe. I don't know.
I like it. I just don't think it's
Yeah.
extraordinary.
So an 8 from myself and a 6 from you. Next up, Fortunes of War.
Oh yeah, I gotta get into my into my notes for this one. Yeah, this to me, what is it, 8 minutes? This song?
I don't know. It's friggin' long. Well, I can tell you in a second.
I think the theme of that song is boredom. Um, I I can't believe this song is
724.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, let me read off my notes here. I find I find this song comma inducing. Uh,
Oh, coma, you mean?
long, pardon me?
Coma inducing, maybe?
Yeah,
Not comma inducing?
coma inducing. Long, long, boring intro. Long, boring, repetitious chorus. Fortunes of war, fortunes of war. Um, I guess the song gets a pulse at the midpoint, but it's super generic. It's kind of Maiden you've heard
Yeah,
100
exactly.
times
Nothing.
before. They do have a chant that they kind of tack on at some point, which seems tacked on. To me, it's kind of, why do you put a chant here? The whole song is boring so far, and you just put a chant for no reason. Yeah, I really hate that song. 0 out of 10.
Okay.
This should have been left off of this album.
Yeah. I actually gave it a 2.
Okay.
So this is one thing that I'm gonna blame somebody. I have no proof. I'm gonna blame Steve Harris for this. I'm gonna say, Steve, you knew that this new singer of yours, was not in the same range as Bruce Dickinson. You could have either, I don't know if it down tuning it or up tuning it to match his, but that has got to be the most boring chorus, wrong key to give to the singer to sing in. Who the hell? Fortunes. I've never heard a chorus that low,
Hmm.
and it's almost like he's like you could feel him forcing. I'm gonna try to do this great for Steve here. I'm like, holy crap! This is, yeah. I hate this song. It's too low. It's in the wrong key. It's, again, this album is the start of those stupid long, or stupid ass long intros that they've done every album uh, going forward. Yeah, that's the one where I was like, oh my God, Fortunes. I think I was texting you the other day. I was like, Fortunes of
Yeah.
War. I'm like, what is this? It's, it could have been, I'm curious to see if Steve would have sucked it up and you know what? Let's play this in a higher thing to. There's missing life in this song,
Hmm.
and it's to me, it's just like a it. Well, this whole album drudges. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I'm not a fan of doom, but it kind of like I'm not saying it's doomy,
It's
but
got
it's
that
like
feeling, even though there is a song at some point that I noted, oh, there's a bit of doom in here. But the album itself is not doom. It's very gloomy,
well, it's
and that's
dark
fine.
and gloomy. I
Uh, uh,
understand that he
yeah,
was going through a divorce at the time. Fine, but you're and a lot of people were at Blaze Bailey's throat. The guy can't sing. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, get a compromise going. Like, change key for a certain song. Like, so far we were not too bad in his vocal range. This one was just friggin' terrible. There's another song that's even worse later
yeah.
on.
And just to be clear, I am a fan
Yes, yes, you are. Yes.
Blaze Bailey. I knew him from before he was in Maiden.
Mhm.
I had some Wolfbane's albums. I liked the guy's voice. I was very excited when he was announced as the new singer for Maiden. Um, I have all his albums from the Blaze era, his solo stuff. So I like the guy. I just find they didn't really help him along on this
No,
album.
I don't find they helped him at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 2 and a 0 for this for Fortunes of War. Let's get out of Fortunes of War. Next up, Look for the Truth.
Well, again, should I stop saying about long, boring intros?
No, go ahead.
That's another one which with the long, boring intro.
Yeah.
This is another song where I'm not uh, as the song drags along, there's nothing very interesting until they get to a little vocal chant that Blaze does. Okay, that's kind of interesting, but then it seems like they use it as a crutch throughout the rest of the album. At the
Mhm.
end of the album, I'm like, okay, stop using it. It's so obvious that this was the only interesting thing about the song, and at the end of it, you're like, okay, that should signal to you guys that this song is no good. Um, so anyway, is that Look for Truth? 3 out of 10.
All right. Oh, guess what? I gave that one a 3 also. There's 3 songs in a row. I'm just like, "Pff, you wanna. And I actually wrote really boring intro, and it's 1 minute and 37 seconds long.
Oh, is it? I didn't time it this time.
Oh, that one I timed it because that's to me it's the most boring one of the. I mean, it's a tad better than
Fortunes of War.
um, Fortunes of War there, which I vowed not to talk about anymore, and here I am. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, I can sing the chorus now. It's okay. It's like borderline okay, but
The only thing I remember is that part that Blaze sings like, oh, oh. That's
yeah,
the only
now I
thing I
remember.
remember from that song.
Oh, yeah. But it's
Yeah.
again, it's the music is so like it's like Revelations, a lot of stop and go riffs I find.
Mm.
So, all right, a 3 and a 3 for Look for the Truth. Um, The Aftermath. Next up.
Okay. Well, this time it's different. You've got a short, boring intro.
Yeah.
So it's not so bad. That's the one that I took a note that it's got a slow, doomy groove on it,
Mhm.
which is interesting. Um, what else did I write about this one? Yeah, what kind of ruins it for me is I find the chorus kind of silly. If they had kept with a doomy uh, kind of mood, it would have served the song better. That's one of the songs where if you had crunchier guitars, it would be it would have made a difference. Um, yeah, so and a short, boring intro outro that kind of mimics the boring intro, I think. So yeah, 3 out of 10.
All right. Well, guess what? Me too. I got a 3 out of 10. Okay, I am going to say something that's a very hot topic. I am not a fan of war. I,
You're not a fan of war.
well, okay, anything that has to do with war. You know me, I don't like war movies or westerns unless Charles Bronson is in them. Like, I've never liked anything war related. And here we go, another song about war. And I was like, oh, and I think that's when I texted you. I go, the aftermath. I don't even think they say the that word in this in the,
No.
and
They say
that's what I
after the war
find
or
is
something like this.
these. What's that?
I think they say after the war. That's as
What
close as we get to the
after the war?
yeah.
What's a soldier supposed to do? Whatever. I'm like, oh my god, no! I am done with war songs. This is just boring. The chorus is decent. I mean, I just sang it to you. I must remember it, right? But yeah, I gave it a 3 also. It's just war songs to me are anything war is to me is I'm not a fan of. Like I don't even buy a poppy for Remembrance Day. Just to give you an idea, I am totally against the war thing. And of course, next song we have is no, that's not. Sorry, that's another one. I'm gonna later on there. But yeah, that one to me is a 3, and we've both give it a 3. It's just again, it's the example of Drudge.
Yeah.
It's very, and it's just like I understand it's dark, but man, your up tempo songs are very far and few in between. So
Hmm.
yeah, 3 out of 3 for that one also for me. Next up, Judgment of Heaven.
That's one of these songs I don't remember at all. I can play it and 2 minutes later I will have completely forgotten how it goes. Um, once more, boring beginning. I
Yes.
think uh I don't know. I find this song monotone. Uh it's kind of a filler. It's um I noted that for some reason Blaze at some point after I think it's after the chorus, he does some yays and whatever.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that the one there?
It's so why are you singing yays here? It doesn't go with the song.
Or yeah, I think it's yeah.
Yeah,
I think yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It seems like out of place. It seems okay. It's
Yeah, they stand out. Yeah.
they stand out because for me it's like so monotone and at monotone and at that point it's why are they yays? It's not a yay song.
No.
So anyway, 2 out of 10.
Wow. Okay, that one I'm a little different because after those 3 Drudge songs, I was like, wow, this is actually a very up tempo. Like the chorus is Judgment of Heaven, na, 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 waiting for me. Yeah, yeah, like that one there. That's I remember that. I was like, okay, that's a little bit more up tempo. I gave it a 6 just because of the chorus. It's all I remember from the song is that damn chorus. But yeah, you're right. It's like that. Yeah, yeah. I was like, again, you're like, really? That's the take you chose, or a few times? I don't know.
It's
There's some definitely wrong with this album. There, more like I
it's
say,
weird that this is what sticks in my mind that it's the yays and
no, but the chorus I actually enjoyed. I'm like, okay, now I needed something a little bit more up tempo. Of all the songs, this is probably the most well placed song after those 3 boring ones. I'm please don't have it something boring. Maybe I'm liking it more because I really did not like those 3 other songs before. So I gave it a 6, and I wrote it's actually a pretty good chorus. I did like it there. So a 2 and a 6 for Judgment of Heaven. Next up, we got Blood on the World's Hands.
So I'll start off saying long fucking boring bass solo. To me, it's is that the one? Yeah, that's the one that sounds like Spinal Tap's Jazz Odyssey. This is horrible. That being said, so horrible bass intro that lasts about a minute, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it's a tad long there.
Yeah. That being said, I think this is the best song on the album. The yeah, the it's dark. Yes, the chorus is dark, but I love that thing the guitar does.
Oh yeah, the riff. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, I love that
and
riff
and,
too.
and what Blaze sings over it is totally cool. So that chorus to me is great. The song itself is good. Again, get rid of the intro that goes nowhere, and you've got a pretty good song. Again, maybe add some arrangements, crunchier guitars, and I would give it higher than a 6 out of 10. But as it is, 6 out of 10.
All right. Well, I, being a bass player, a failed bass player, but still a bass player, then I actually enjoy that. That's probably one of my favorite intros ever.
It's
I,
Jazz Odyssey.
yeah, I know, but I don't know. I like ding ding. I actually tried to play it on the my acoustic bass at one time too, and I got to see that one live too. It was actually pretty cool. I don't think it's really in time, but he plays whatever he wants. One of the four parts is not in time, but whatever. That's not. And that is actually one of the three songs that I love about, well, the official album. I'm not talking about the extras yet there, but I absolutely love that chorus. Da 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 blah, da. And it sounds like he's singing off key, but it's not. It works with the whole
Yeah.
riff. Blood on the world's hands. I absolutely love that song. It's not perfect. Again, miss could have been used, especially that da 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 da. Could have had more crunchy guitars on that there.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8. It's like I said, three songs that the three songs that I enjoy the most are the first one, "Man on the Edge," and this one. But I do enjoy the bass intro because it was different. I hate every other intro they've done. I forced because at first I did not like that bass intro, but I forced myself like, okay, I the more, because I was trying to learn it. So you hear it a different way once you're trying to learn something. I find there.
hmm
So yeah, I'm giving it an 8, and you gave it a 6.
My favorite song
Uh,
on the album.
what's that?
Favorite song on the album.
Well, yeah, meets. I gave 3 8s. That's my third of the favorite ones there. Okay, next up, The Edge of Darkness.
It begins the same as most of my reviews so far. Long, boring intro.
Yeah, yeah,
And this one has also this long, boring outro, it seems. Um, this one, again, it's one of these aimless filler songs that it's got these generic riffs that you've heard 20, 30 times from Iron Maiden. It's unoriginal. At the midpoint in the instrumental kind of goes a bit faster.
yeah.
Sounds like a Fear of the Dark kind of feel. And that's something that I noted on other songs. I just didn't mention it so far. It seems, and moving forward in their career, it seems like they tried to replicate the success of Fear of the Dark quite a lot from this point
Yes, yeah,
forward.
you're right, yeah.
Um, this one just doesn't work at all for me. I think it's a song about Vietnam or something. But anyways, uh,
Great. Thanks for ruining it even more.
yeah, just thought you should know it's a war song. 1 out of 10, I think.
One,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
that's what I put. 1 out of 10.
All right. I gave it a 4. It's again, I don't even remember how this goes. Like right
No,
now,
that's
it's one of the songs that I don't remember how this goes. And I listened to it all week, and it's these songs that are not memorable.
hmm
Well, most of them. I wrote it's not bad when it picks up speed. I didn't say it was great. I said it was not
Well, it's Fear of
bad.
the Dark, so
What's that?
it's Fear of the Dark
Yeah.
at
It's not
that point.
bad when it picks up speed, but I gave it a 4. I don't remember why. It's really not a memorable song for me. Like those last three songs there, I was like, I really had to associate the title. Like I was texting Pascal, I go, it's not like No More Lies, where you know what the song is because he keeps ramming it in your head. Whether it's good or bad, it's not the point. But it was rememberable. These songs are not memorable. I can't even associate the Like even Man on the Edge doesn't even sing the chorus. They sing something completely different.
Falling down.
Exactly. So yeah, this one, Edge of Darkness, I gave it a 4, and you gave it a 1, and I can't even remember. I can't even sing it to you right now. So yeah, those last three songs for me are meh. So all right, 4 and a 1. Now we're going to 2 a.m.
Well, I'm gonna be different than you, if you, since you're saying that the last three songs are not your cup of tea. I like 2 a.m. I like it. It's a ballad. I said ballady type of song. Um, it's it's pretty good. I think what really lifts it up for me is the middle part, the instrumental part, the solo, simple solo, but it's so sad and melancholy, and they keep it simple. They don't add guitar another guitar on it. It's that one lone guitar, and to me, it's like wow, this is the best moment of the album to me. So this really lifts up the song. The song itself is pretty good. So I give it a 6 out of 10 again.
Wow.
It's again not a chef-d'oeuvre,
Yeah.
but I will say this, regardless of the song, at this point on the album, I find nothing has lifted yet, and put a
Nothing has
ballad,
what? Sorry.
nothing has lifted yet on this album.
Okay.
So to put a ballad at the end like this is not the right move to me. At this point, it's like I've completely zoned out. It's just at some point I was listening to these songs uh, uh, at different times, like not all in a row, and
Hmm.
that's when I noticed, oh, this is a good song. If I just keep on listening to the album, at the end I'm just bored out of my skull.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but on its own, it's a good song. Just place it earlier in the,
Well, same
and
thing like Sign of the Cross. I find it's
yeah,
misplaced.
yeah,
Should not be an opener,
yeah.
especially when you're
So.
trying to prove a point that you got a new singer and a new everything. And so, how you said you give it a 6?
Yep.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. You're right. The solo is the best part of the. I wrote that. I wrote it's too slow chuggy. Also, I find at the beginning, it's again, it's not my. I mean, I like slowish, drudgy Maiden. If there's one or two songs maybe per album, this is
Hmm.
like 80% of the album is very like a downer and a like that's probably I like Judgment of Heaven so much. Well, not that much there, but it was a welcome change because all the rest is just like, oh, like listening to this album felt like a chore. I'd rather vacuum right now than listen to another. And anyway, I gave it a 5. I just sorry, a 4. Too slow, chuggy, but the solo, you're right, is the best part of the song. So we got a 3 and a 6 for this one.
Hmm.
And the last one, The Unbeliever.
This one, uh, does it have? I don't even remember if it has yeah, I think it's got kind of an intro. Um,
Not as long though.
Not as long, but it's got these awful bass harmonics at the beginning, right? That's
It's
the
the
one.
one that goes dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun,
well,
dun.
with the bass, right?
That
It-
looks copy pasted into the song by the whoever's behind the console. Let's just add that little part that looks cool, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the song at all, I find.
well, and I find they pick riffs here and there. Some of them sound cool, but none of them sound cool together.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
like a collage of riffs.
Yes, yes, yes. Collage is a great word.
Yeah, none of them should be in the same song. So
There's no
uh,
flow.
there's no flow. And like I was going to reserve my speech about Blaze here for this one because yeah, I really like Blaze, but on this song, he cannot reach the highs in the chorus. He kind of squeals the last song all the time, and he never squeals it the same way. It's really outside of his range,
Yeah,
and it's obvious, and it's kind of embarrassing.
yeah.
Again, love the guy. I love his solo stuff. I love his stuff with Wolfsbane. I wish this would have worked better with Maiden, but on this song here, it's wow. I'm sorry, Blaze. Again, is it him? Is it the band? Could they have changed the song a little bit to fit his voice a bit
That's
better? Um, I just find this is a catastrophe, this song. It's a 0 out of 10 for me, but
zero. Okay.
it's
I
total
like it a
mess.
little bit more. Sorry, go ahead.
Total mess for me.
I like it a little bit better than you. I put a five, but your comments are exactly the same as mine. I wrote it's a dumb part with the ride and the guitar. Dun, 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 dun. I find it so doesn't
I think it's the bass actually doing
well
the
or
tormenting.
both.
Yeah.
Both. There's got to be guitar in there or maybe bass. I don't know, but we know exactly what the right dun 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 dun. I
Yeah.
think it's guitar, bass, and ride. I think. Let us know in the comments. We haven't listened to the album that much, and we don't really care to really answer our own questions here. But I wrote Blaze tries too hard on the vocals. Also, and again, is it Steve? Like, you gotta like, if you're a musician, you should be able to say, you know what, this is not working out in the key of A. Let's try in the key of E for this guy.
Hmm.
Like, try it out. It's I don't know. It baffles. Well, again, it says produced by Steve Harris and some other guy, Nigel Green. So, but it's Steve Harris first.
Yeah.
It's not alphabetical because H goes before G. But yeah, I gave it a five. It's and again, it's one of those songs. I'm like, you should have changed the key for this guy. It's again, it's not his fault. I guess he did the best he could because on the next album, well, okay, well, we'll leave that for next time.
You don't want to
But
give too much away.
it's yeah, five and a zero for this one. It's just you're absolutely right with the collage. I didn't realize it until you said it. It's I just don't find it as bad as the two songs before it. That's why I gave it a five. So, what's your total then for the whole album?
My total is 3.09
You're
out
gonna
of 10.
laugh. I went on the Contrarians just to talk about that album, and I gave it a 3 out of 10. But
And now you're gonna have more than three.
yeah, because I did song per song, which
Yeah.
ends up with 5.1. Still not great.
But that's what I like about this format of doing song by song because you remember in the 90s when this album came out, I was adamant this is a 0 out of 10. I hate
Yeah,
everything on it. But when you're forced to go song by song and be fair about it, well, as fair as you can. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
people out there who love this album,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I do not want to tell them that they're wrong. If you
No,
love
this
this
is
album, great.
our opinion.
Yeah, if they love this album, great. I wish I did too. I love the singer they picked. I just don't think he does a good job on it for X amount of reasons. But yeah, where was I going with this? I don't remember. But anyways, uh, just seems to me like uh, these. I don't know. This album, it's a dark album. You know me. I love dark music. Um, Dark to me doesn't mean you have to be so I don't know.
I don't find it inspired.
I don't find it inspired. I find a lot of it is generic Iron Maiden riffs put together. I find, like you said, the guitars are very wimpy
Yeah.
on this album. Uh, yeah, it's too bad to me, but anyways,
Okay.
that's
So
what.
I gave it a 5.1, you gave it a 3.09. Before we go into the extras, I'm going to say this, and I've always said this. Whether you think I'm or we are harsh on the X Factor, I find that these two albums with Blaze Bayley are as good or bad than anything else that Bruce has done after he came back. So I'm not a huge fan of the albums with Bruce after. So I just find that these two, for some reason, are shit on every day almost. but nobody shits on the Bruce Dickinson after. Again, this is just my opinion. I know you like a few albums that I don't there, but I just find that they are either as good or bad, these two Blaze Bailey ones, as the other Bruce Dickinsons. But we'll get into that when we get into those albums here.
Some albums about war.
Yeah, Pascal, it's a subject that I'm really am not. You'll have a song with the word war. It's like I'll roll my eyes. I'm like, okay, you already lost like 2 points per song with me just by singing about that. So, um, the extras, and this one I actually have got a lot to say regarding these extras. Um, My Generation.
My Generation, that's the Who cover.
Yeah.
I will say Maiden does a good job of it. The thing is, I've never liked the original to begin with, so it's one that I always toss. So it's good for what it is, not a song I particularly like. So 5 out of 10, just
Okay. I didn't rate them, but this one would probably be a one for me. Not
hmm
because I hate the song. This is exactly the same thing with The Unbeliever and Fortunes of War. What is up? I listened to this song and I'm like, what is up with those vocals? He is again. It's like the tries too hard on vocals. It's like, what is going on with the? You get people try to put us down. Like the backgrounds are fine, but he tries too hard. I find I'm just like, isn't anyone in the console going, whoa, whoa, let's do a double take here? Like, let's do another take here. Like, was this a one take thing there? I'm like, I'm listening to this song and I'm
maybe.
like, oh, like, honestly, it reminds me of a couple of those Nitro songs. And you're like, oh, what was that? Like, with my ears, I'm like, what was that? Like, to me, that's one of the worst covers they've ever done. Blaze, again, it doesn't help. It doesn't do him justice. Like I said, you love him, and I've listened to a few Wolfsbane. I'm like, how can this be the same guy? But again, I'm positive that doing these songs in a different key would have helped. This is
hmm
probably the worst example of giving a singer a song in the wrong key of his range, and I mean, I guess he does his best, but it's just full of brown notes in that song vocally. So I really don't
Yeah.
like that cover at all. Like I cringe every time, and I go, or not cringe, but I go like, ugh, what was that? Like, you know. So, but now let's go to Doctor Doctor.
Oh yeah, UFO cover. It's one of the song. That's the song they play. Is it the start? Yeah, it's the start every concert, right?
But the UFO version, yeah, not
The
this
UFO
version.
version. Yeah. Uh, I think it's one of the best Maiden covers ever. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
And Blaze does a great job on it.
Yes, yes. It's like black and white. You're listening
But
to
I
my generation.
but I love the song to begin with.
Oh, so do I. It's a
Yeah,
great song, but everything works for that
yeah.
song. Everything doesn't work for me in my generation. It's like you listen to vocals, I'm like, oh my God. And like, no wonder people shit on Blaze. Like, you listen to this and you're like, what the hell's going on here? I know that's just me there, but
hmm
Doctor Doctor is really good. You're absolutely right. It's one of the better covers that they did. Everything works for that.
Yeah.
And then there's three bonus tracks. I don't know where you get them. Is it a Japanese import or?
Oh, they're from singles. I don't. I think the Lord of the Flies was a single.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies,
Some of
Man on
them
the Edge was a
are from
single.
that. Some of them are from the Man on the Edge.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So Justice of the Peace.
Simple hard rocker. I don't own any of these extra songs, by the way. So I was listening to them on YouTube. Definitely have less experience with those, but I've listened to those like 3 times each. Justice of the Peace. That's a good simple hard rocker for me with a nice twisty chorus.
Oh, I know that
Uh,
chorus is original.
yeah, yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, it takes a twist. You don't,
I
the first
know,
time
I
you hear it,
know.
oh, okay, so they're actually going somewhere you don't
Yeah,
expect,
yeah, yeah.
which is rare on this album.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I find it fits Blaze's voice quite well, and I like it quite a bit. So if I were to rate it, 7 out of 10. Let's not get
Yeah. I
carried
f-
away here, but 7 out of
I
10.
find it's one of the better bonus tracks on. Actually, it's my favorite of those three bonus tracks. And that chorus, I'm like, just you're like, you do a double take. I'm like, well, that was original.
Yeah.
Why was that not on the album? And why was Fortunes of War on the album?
Well, that's where one of the things I found useful because I didn't know these. I knew Doctor Doctor and I knew My
Yeah,
Generation. I think you have the B side for Doctor Doctor, maybe the other one too.
I
But these
forget where
three
I got
songs,
them, but I only have them digitally.
these three other songs, until 3 months ago or something, I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah,
So listening to them it was quite revealing. I find it shows, my first reaction when I heard Justice of the Peace was, wow, they should have put that one instead of one of the crummier
yeah,
ones on the album. But you get the sense that the album, they wanted it to be a dark album, and these songs don't fit that. That's obvious.
yeah.
So I see it kind of makes me realize what they were going for with the album. They were going for something dark, something brooding, and these extra songs don't fit that. So I understand, but that being said, Justice of the Peace is quite a good song.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, to me, that's the best one here.
Yeah.
I would have, again, I would have easily replaced it with six other, like six. Come on, Pascal, six songs I would have taken off this album to replace with this.
Oh yeah, I agree. I like it better than most. I give it a 7
Yeah,
out of 10.
it's
That beats everything else from this
yeah,
album. But like, would it have fitted? Was it what they wanted? Obviously not, because they put it as a
yeah.
B-side.
Oh well. I love my way.
I live my way, isn't it?
Oh yeah, why not you put love? I live my way.
Yeah, pretty good hard rocking, energetic song. Again, one that I found kind of fits Blaze's voice
Yeah,
nicely. It sounds kind of fresh to me. It seems like the kind of song I would get bored with pretty quick. Every time I heard it in those 3 times, started off, oh yeah, that's pretty good, and oh yeah, that's oh yeah, okay. I lose interest because
yes,
it doesn't have all that much going for it, but it's a good hard rocking song.
yeah. Same with me. I wrote it's decent, and I live my way, and you're right. It's like I first heard it, I was like, oh, not bad. And then next one, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah,
it's my
it's
least
got.
favorite of those three
Mhm.
bonus tracks. So yeah, it's just it's decent for me. Nothing
Yeah,
really.
it's decent. Like I say, I think if they put it on the album, that would have been one of the ones where after 10 listens to the album, it would have been like, okay, I'm done with this song.
And last one is Judgment Day.
Uh, I wrote that this is the Be Quick or Be Dead
Oh my
part two.
God, so did I. I wrote Speedy like Be Quick. I wrote that.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
oh yeah, it's got that same riff. It's got the same
Yeah,
speed rhythm with it. So yeah, Be Quick or Be Dead Part Two. It's a pretty good speedster, but yeah, not an original. And I love Be Quick or Be Dead. If you
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
that was one of my 9 out of 10s. So nothing against that. It's just yeah, it's too obvious here, but still, I enjoy it.
I wrote, like I said, Speedy like Be Quick or Be Dead. Uh, Good song. I did enjoy it also there. Probably my second favorite of those three bonus
Hmm.
tracks there. I Live
Yeah.
My Way was just okay for me there.
Hmm.
So, all right. I guess we share the same opinion for basically most of those songs there.
Yeah.
What about the artwork?
The artwork I like you. I think I was for most of the 90s, that's pretty much how this album was
Yeah.
represented, which I found was okay, but
It's too,
it's
it's too, it's,
too
it's a
far
lot
maybe.
of
Yeah.
wasted space. That's what I
Yeah.
don't like about it.
Yeah. I like that you've got the X at least
Yeah.
with the metal beams. Um, but yeah, I like this quite a bit. It's for longest time, I thought this was a kind of a CGI picture, but I think it's like it's a sculpture
Yeah. Because
or
they had that. I went to see the show.
yeah.
I saw that, and that was the Eddie in the back was that exact same thing with the X in an electric chair, and just going like it was very cheap because I don't think they were making that much money at the time there.
Yeah. No, it's a good. I like it. It's different than what they were usually doing. Everything they had before this was, a
Yeah,
painting. Even Fear of the Dark looked a lot for the longest time. I kind of thought it was Derek Riggs who did that one, but it
yeah.
wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So that's a departure from Derek Riggs,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I do like this one a lot, not the X one.
Yeah,
And there was this one inside also. I
I don't like that angle as much
No,
as
it's one of the angles on it there.
yeah.
But
I prefer this here.
you know what? I absolutely love their solo headshots.
Yeah.
Again, it's see like these are great pictures I find. And I mean, it's sad to say that you love the artwork and anything else over the album there, but I mean, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. But again, I know that there's a lot of people who like this album, and great for all of them.
And
We don't mean to insult anybody here.
no, I know, but again, and I did everything I could at the time to also, I was like, because I was basing it on those three songs. I'm like, no, it's actually pretty good, you know. And then the more you listen to the whole, like, I didn't even know how those three last songs went, but I did see this tour live, and I remember we went back. Me, Steph, and Steph apparently went to see X Factor, and that's the show where I actually peed in the urinal right beside Voivod away, and we loved Blaze Bailey as a frontman for that tour. And we're like, my God, he's actually good. Like there was, but man, there was not a lot of people there. Like
Hmm.
I managed to see the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Maiden like live. And I was telling Pascal, I'm like, it was actually a good show. He's a great frontman. Then we went to see Virtual 11, and he was sick, and that one did not go well at all.
Oh yeah.
But that was another
He
episode in
was a
itself.
trooper at least. He went through the show. You could, anyways. That's for probably
Yeah.
for
But
we'll discuss it
I really
more.
loved the tour for this. It was a great show, song wise, and I was ready. I was going in there negatively and ready to hate on him after listening to the album, and I was like, okay, that he's making these songs work actually live. But again, three little dots. So
Yeah.
that's my or that's our take on Iron Maiden, The X Factor. Now, what's coming next?
What's coming next is Iron Maiden's first album from
Oh,
1980, self-titled.
all right. So that'll be probably it won't be until the new year, guys. We'll see. We'll see. But I keep promising a lot of people these little things here and there, and I got to put these guys too. So all right. So that was our review of the X Factor, and like I said, from Pascal's point of view, he doesn't want to insult any Blaze Bailey fans. He loves Blaze Bailey, and from my point of view, I see it more as these albums are as good or bad as anything else that came after when Bruce Dickinson came back. So that's
An opinion I
that's
don't share.
pardon.
That's an opinion I don't share, but we'll
No,
see.
no, no. I know, but for myself, like that I find if you're gonna shit on those albums, I'm gonna shit on those other ones too. Like I find them. Well, there's not well a few exceptions. Obviously, they're after Bruce's return there, but most of the well, anyway, we'll save that for the. But I just want to be clear that it's I'm not just shitting on Blaze Bailey. That's what I'm trying to get at there. So anyway, let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree regarding this rating here. I'd like to thank my friend Pascal for doing this one more time. And how many albums we got left to do there?
I think that was
I don't know.
number six. So there's probably like 11. I think they have this 17 albums.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see
We'll
where we
see you
go.
guys in 2026 again with this here. So, all right. So, thank you for doing this again. And next up, we're going to be listening to Iron Maiden's self-titled album. So that'll be a little. Actually, that's a different singer too. That's the first time we're doing Paul Diano,
First
if I
time we
remember.
get into the Diano era.
All right. Sounds good there. All right then. Well, thank you guys for watching. Uh, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit a little thumbs up and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. So On that note, have yourselves a great whatever. Thank you, my friend, for doing this, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.